Hi everyone, welcome to another video. It's me Fauzan here. I know it's been quite a while since I've made a video. I was constantly traveling and pretty much occupied with work. Going forward, the videos would be more regular. There would also be slight variations on the type of videos I make because recently I was in India and for a good few months. And at that point, I realized when I spoke with different people was the level of financial education is inadequate. And then I questioned myself, and it also opened my eyes that, say, until I came into the UK and interacted with people here, I also wasn't much focused on wealth creation. We all have the common objective that I want to get a good degree, I want to get a good job, make good salaries, and be happy with that. That's when I realized that yes, I've made a lot of mistakes in my early 20s, and I felt that, say, the Western world is a bit more advanced, they're a bit more innovative, whereas we back home are a bit more traditional, where, say, even if you ask most individuals who are working, uh, the form of investment they would have made is ideally money in the savings account or a fixed deposit, for example. Maximum you would see majority people having an SIP, which not many people who I've spoken to also have. And there's a very small group of people who actively invested in shares, in mutual funds, in gold, in crypto. There's a very small margin of individuals who are actually focused on wealth creation and not many on wealth creation because everyone wants to become rich, but no one realizes that to be rich, you need to create wealth. And it's a slow and steady process. So, going forward in this video, I'm going to be focusing a lot on helping you avoid the mistakes which I made in my early 20s, because now I realize that if I had good financial education, if I had someone to brief me on how to create wealth, by now I would be in a much more progressive situation than what I am now. So, say, to give you a small brief on myself, I've done my bachelor's in commerce from Loyola College in Chennai. Then I was in the financial sector with Citigroup. Then I worked with Deutsche Bank. Then I moved. Then I had my own startup for about 3 years. Then I moved into the UK, did my MBA, and I'm presently working as a consultant with an analytics firm in London. So I interact with a lot of people. I understand a lot. I study and learn a lot from different people. So then I've done a bit of research on my own and I want to share it with everyone. I do understand that most of the people who see my videos are people in their early 20s who are looking to start their career. So I don't want you to make the same mistakes that I made. Because the Indian education system in school, in colleges, the culture that we live in purely focuses on good education, high marks, good degrees, stable job, good monthly salary. See, I used to make mistakes. I still remember the first salary I got from Citibank was 30,000 rupees. And what I did was I went and bought a mobile phone for 30,000 rupees, which was basically, I remember Google Nexus 5. It had just launched and I just went and spent it in one go. So don't make mistakes like this, because these days you come across people who want to buy the latest phone, who want to have the latest gadgets. Yes, it is necessary. But if you already have, say, an iPhone 12, why do you want an iPhone 13? Not much of a difference. Say, I've changed my understanding of on what to invest, on what not to invest, because when you invest in appreciating assets, you're creating wealth. When you invest in depreciating assets, you're losing money. If you keep money in your bank account, in your savings account, sometimes even as FDs, you are still losing money because you need to see whether your money is generating more returns compared to inflation that's happening in the country. So if you're earning, say, 4 or 5%, and if the inflation rate is 7%, money that you have is losing value. Not many people realize this. Yes, don't always save everything. You need to enjoy life, but don't enjoy everything that you earn, because then tomorrow you're going to be in a difficult situation. Can I become a millionaire? Can I become a crorepati? Say, we do understand that each one of us wants to become a millionaire, wants to become a crorepati, and we think it's really difficult. You might think that I don't have the support of my parents, I don't have an inheritance, then how am I going to create wealth? It's simple. You could be doing your standard work and still become a crorepati by just investing, say, as little as 5,000 rupees in an SIP, go for blue chip funds, which have really strong fundamentals, which have consistently shown growth, good returns over the years. Invest in them. Go for, say, the next 15-20 years. You would make 5,000 rupees a month, turning into 1 crore or even over 1 crore. So making money is easy. But the thing with humans is we are greedy. We want to make money today. We go into very rash methods, like, try to gamble our luck on different aspects of trying to make money today, and we lose everything today. So the moment you change your mindset that, okay, why am I earning today? Why do I need a better salary? Because I need to have a good future. Simple. Go in with different forms of investment targeted on wealth creation. You achieve that objective. So over the course of the next few videos, I would focus on, say, mutual funds, which I feel are really good, mutual funds which I have personally invested in, or shares I have personally invested in. So it's going to be tips. I'm not a financial advisor, so you could definitely go ahead, check with your financial advisor, but just something which I feel would generate good returns in future. If I come across any different types of investment options, yes, I would go ahead and share that to you so that you could make the most of it. Very broad classification on different types of investments. Say one is mutual funds. Say again, if you look at mutual funds, you have different categories. Say if you're someone who is okay with moderate risk and moderate returns, you could go in for blue chip funds, which give you stable returns with relatively less risk compared to others. If you're a bit more adventurous, you want to make more returns, you could look at small or mid cap funds where there is higher risk, but you get higher returns. And if you're looking at something extremely safe, but you feel that a fixed deposit is not giving you that returns, you could go in for debt funds. In that case, your risk is low, your returns would be better than fixed deposits, but again, it is low compared to other types of funds. Good for conservative investors. Then you have shares. You have top performing companies like the Nifty 50 or the Next 50, where these companies have a good track record, consistently growing, and that in the long term it's going to improve more. So what I do before I invest in shares is I look at fundamentals. I look at the financial background of the company. I look at the return on equity, the intrinsic value of a stock, whether it is oversold or overvalued or undervalued. I look into operating profit. I look into borrowings. I look into cash reserves, because say a company that has good cash reserves, even if, say, like the pandemic, if we have any other disaster, anything else in the economy which affects the company's performance and they face losses, they still have cash reserves with them. So in that case, the company is not going bankrupt. So the amount that you've invested in that company is still stable. It's still valuable. So there are a few traits you can look into before you invest in a company, which would make your investment less riskier. Gold is something we Indians are very sentimentally attached to. Now we have a lot of apps where you can buy gold, virtual gold, and it's much more easy for you to buy and trade gold. Now gold is, I believe, at a really good price to in fact venture in, because it would go up in the future. So that is a really good form of investment. Then you have cryptocurrency, which is still in a very sensitive bracket, because say I have invested in crypto, but I've invested money which I don't mind losing. So that's what I tell everyone, where say it's more like a lottery, because it could give you amazing gains or it might go down. So until unless you have good risk appetite, don't invest much in crypto. Invest money that you don't mind losing and hold it for the long term. When I invest in crypto, I look at the technology behind it. I look at, say, blockchain, but what is its purpose? So I know that even if as a currency, if it doesn't shine, as an application, it would still hold value, just like shares. So that's another attribute I look into. I would also brief you as we go ahead on the type of cryptos I've invested in, why I have invested in, and why I have belief in it. But again, it is highly risky. Before I finish the video, there's something which I want to highlight. A lot of us don't realize the value of a good credit score. So what I would like to advise each and every 20-year-old or 25-year-old, or at any age, the earlier the better, is start using credit cards. Yes, when I say start using credit cards, I'm not asking you to spend beyond what you can afford. say if you have 20,000 rupees in your savings account and you feel that this 20,000 is going to be my expense for the month of July, use your credit card only for that amount of 20,000 and pay your bills on time. They give you a 30 or a 45-day credit period, so ensure that you make your payment within that credit period. Because if you cross one day, say 45 days, the 46th day you make your payment, you're not going to pay interest for one day. They will charge you interest from the first day for 46 days. Plus, they will charge you late payment fees, and I mean, it's messy. So always use credit card in order to build up your credit score and not for buying things which you cannot afford. Start using credit cards. Ensure that you make the payment within the credit period. Use it purely for building your credit score. Be disciplined, because as far as you're disciplined, you're going to save wisely, you're going to invest wisely, you're going to spend wisely, and you're going to have a good career going forward. So going forward, the types of videos I make on this channel would be focused on wealth creation. I would share the different types of investments I've made or I am going to make. Say if I'm going to invest in the stock market on particular companies, or if I'm going to invest in SIPs or mutual funds or cryptocurrencies, what I would do is I would share the investments I'm going to make, the reasons behind why I believe this investment is going to generate really good returns for me over the next months, years, basically achieve wealth creation at the end of the day. I'm not a financial advisor, so we all have different levels of risk appetite. We all have different amounts of money that we are willing to invest on a monthly basis or on a yearly basis. So take that into consideration. Just because I'm investing in something, it does not mean you need to invest also. If you believe that the company or the form of investment, my reasons behind it, the technicalities, the fundamentals are really strong, and you also believe that it would give you the desired outcome, go ahead, invest. It would definitely be valuable for you. And let's hope that each and every one of us profit from this. We all generate wealth. We all have a better future. And thank you everyone for staying on till the end of the video. I do know that there's a lot of uncertainties that's happening around us. So everyone, please do stay safe. Take care of your family, friends, people around you. Let's all be careful, spread positivity, and hopefully we all have a really good, successful future. And yeah, that's it for me in this video. Thank you everyone, and have a lovely day. Take care.